Cameras are rolling.
Okay.
It has been months, weeks, what has it been?
Probably months.
Probably months since we have spent any time working on this room. Just a refresher, I'm Stacy, this is my daughter. We thought it would be a lot of fun to video the process of your, what do we call it, your teen bedroom makeover? Sure. All right, we did manage to get this gorgeous green wall that's right behind us. And then we had to stop. We had mood board, I had everything over on the Blake Hill House blog, and then what happened?
Corona.
Yeah, Corona happened. It left us scrambling to do the rest of the work in this room with products that we had, but we did a little bit of household scavenging. Or would you call it household scavenging? Go ahead.
Partly, but like we got the desk on the side of the road, so.
That's right, that's right. All right, yeah, we found a desk along the side of the road, and she and I hopped in the car, drove on over, and put it in the back of our car, and it is rough. Oh yeah. It is rough, but most or many free things do require a lot of work before they look good. So we're gonna spend this weekend doing as much work as we can on a cabinet that I found in the basement, the very sad desk that we found along the side of the road, and I can't believe that it's even possible, but the window in here I think is worse since the last time that we stepped foot in here. So we have a lot of work, we have a lot of painting work to do this weekend.
Yep.
Yep. How excited are you?
So excited.
All right, well, we better get started. The hardware on the desk that we salvaged was quite a mess and covered in paint, so I have popped it here in the crock pot with a couple squirts of soap. It's been in here for 2 hours or so, and I'm gonna check on it in a few minutes. It should come out quite nicely. Oh yeah, that looks a lot better. However, there's nothing really special in particular about this hardware, so I think we're just going to repaint it. Testing, 1, 2. It is day 2.
Yeah.
Yes. What did we do yesterday?
A lot of priming.
A lot of priming. You primed shelves, you primed cabinets, and today I think we'll paint them, if that's all right with you.
Yep.
I think also it's a little windy out here, but we could probably get the spray paint or spray paint the hardware if you want. It ended up being way too windy outside to spray paint, so I have created a little pizza box spray station down here. And since these handles are 3-dimensional and I need to hit them from all angles, I just stuck them in a piece of old styrofoam. We are back. We put in quite a bit of work. We have worked on
The cabinet.
Yes, we have to add some trim to that, paint it. I spray painted the hardware for your
Dresser.
roadside trash dresser. Or that's not a dresser, it's a desk, right?
It's a desk. Yeah, why am I calling it a dresser?
I don't know. I mean, you can keep your clothes in there. I don't care where as long as they're not on the floor of your closet, we're good.
It's probably gonna still be on the floor of my closet.
Right. Today, I don't doubt that. Today is supposed to be so unbearably hot and humid, and I suggest perhaps that we work in the basement, because the basement is probably 10 to 15 degrees cooler than everywhere in the house. Does that sound good?
Yeah.
With the humidity levels this high, that paint is never gonna dry.
Okay.
Yeah. So maybe we can get your brother to carry some things downstairs to the basement for us, and we can continue to the work. What do we really have left? We have trim to put on the bottom of the cabinet. I'll teach you how to use the saw. Want to use the saw, the chop saw?
Sure.
Okay, I'll teach you how to use that. We also have to prime, paint, and prep the entire desk, which is going to take a little bit of time. But I think down in the basement, yeah, we can do that, and I can do that with my scraper that's attached to the HEPA bag, so I think it'll go much faster. In fact, since I haven't tested it for lead paint, but I can kind of assume that there's lead paint, I'm not going to have you do any part of that.
Fine by me.
Okay. Okay, I think what we're gonna do is install a small, narrow piece of trim here, because this is pretty chewed up at the bottom. I think, and what do you think? Should we make this flush here? Because we want the back to go up against the wall as far as possible. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Is that what you want? Our baseboards are kind of lumpy, bumpy in the back, and so we want it to go as flush as possible.
Yeah.
So we're gonna, all right, let me show you how to use the chop saw, okay?
Okay.
All right. I've measured, it's 18 and a half, but you know that two 45-degree angles equal 90, right?
Yep.
All right. So we have to make sure that we have the saw set at the correct 45-degree angle, and it might depend each side. Each side has a possibility, so you have to visualize which side you need which direction you need your 45 to do. Because if you have one 45 and then if you do it the wrong way, they'll just line up as a straight line, right?
Yeah.
You need them to butt up against each other. So we're going from a flat edge to the first 45-degree angle. And picture that side. Which way do you need that angle to go?
This way.
This way. Okay, now one thing to know is that although I've made this measurement, we have to account for the width of the saw blade. If I do my sawing on the right side of this mark, then my piece is going to be too short because it's going to take out the entire width of that saw blade. If I did it in the center, it's going to take out half of that on each side, and it's probably going to be too short. If I do it, I measured this so that I can put my saw blade all the way to the left of the line with that right edge touching it. Okay, does that make sense? I know it's a little complicated. It takes a little practice, and let me tell you, I have made so many errors. It's just something that happens when you're learning. Operate this saw, you're going to, if you just push on the trigger, it won't work. You have to also hold this button in, that's part of the safety, and this will also protect you. I'm gonna hold it in place for you, and you can operate the chopping motion of the saw. There's only one thing that I want you to check, always check to see if my hands or your hands are in the wrong place before you make the cut, okay?
Cool.
All right, so you're gonna come over, you're gonna grab the trigger.
This is falling.
Okay, so you're gonna grab it. The first thing you're gonna do before you do any buttons, you're gonna look. How are the hands?
Good.
Okay, go for it. We will go back and check and see if we matched it up just right, and then we'll go from there. So, good job.
our shot, Millie. You're kind of in our shot.
All right, I think I'm done. How about you?
Yeah.
All right, so this weekend, more, if we keep working, we'll get this done.